Hi everyone, happy Monday. Um, I did get my books yesterday and actually got the other stack of my books this morning, so I'm going to split these out over 2 days. So we'll do a group today and then a group on Tuesday. I have some other books that'll be trickling in like as the month goes on. We'll probably just do those as one-offs, or if they come in close together, we'll do it that way. Um, ooh, sorry. That tab change, because it was a spring forward one, it wasn't the fun one. Um, but no, today's a little tough. I did pass my exam and get my stuff submitted for my official certification status. So great news there. Should hopefully hear back in a couple of days. That'll be a big milestone, a big achievement for my 6-month mark at work, which feels like it's been double that. Um, but it's hard to celebrate because Sedonia wasn't doing great this weekend. She's really congested. She's got a lot of drainage happening, and she hasn't been eating as much, and her weight dipped down to the 5.5 pound mark, which was kind of the threshold on top of the congestion. So we had to drop her off today to get looked at. Anybody watching this, I mean, I'm sure I'll know something by the time this airs, so y'all might see something completely different in the community tab, but just trying really hard to focus on stuff is hard, because I'm hoping it's just they think she has a respiratory infection and she gets some antibiotics, and she pulls through and perks back up. But she is, she does have stomach cancer, and she's also terminal, and there's always a chance that, she's not going to pull out of this, or something else is going on. So, yeah, I should, like I said, by the time this airs, I probably will have an update that I'll post on Instagram and in the community tab. I just, like I said, I hope we can at least try some antibiotics. Hopefully it's just that, and she has some time left, but I just don't know. So it's can't talk too much about that because I'll get upset. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get these recordings out of the way, so that if you guys see this today and tomorrow, know that they're pre-recorded just in case. Yeah, and like I said, I'd say, just continue to think good thoughts and such for her. But like I said, probably by the time this posts tonight, I hope I have an update from them, and well, one way or another, I'm gonna have an update from them. So, okay, sorry for the sad news, but I'm just really fragile right now. Just between the work stuff and this, it's all culminating at the same time, and I'm not doing well. But anyway, all right. So new books. So let's get excited about some new books. Because this is how I've coped the last month and two is new supplies and new books. This has been my coping mechanism. Oddly enough, I did not have this book. I've been wanting to pick up a few more books, Eclipse books, the Circulism art books. This is Wildcats, color by number. This time I got the standard paper. So this is a matte finish, by the way. It's a color chart on the back. It's not quite as tall as a typical coloring book, so keep that in mind. I did get the standard paper. So these come in 2 different types of paper when you're looking at the site. There's the standard paper edition, then there's a superior paper edition, I believe. The superior paper is that glossy kind of look to it, and the standard paper is just plain Amazon paper. So you don't get that glossy finish at all. Now, the standard paper, and I hadn't tried one in the standard paper, but I believe the standard paper one is a little cheaper. However, if you're like me and you use markers, what I'm thinking with these is Amazon paper really soaks up markers. So the glossy paper, it's not going to soak up as much. Oh boy. Hang on just a tick, y'all. We got a big delivery outside. Sorry about that, guys. We ordered a, oh, that's the elliptical. I feel like we ordered a, yeah, it says Horizon on it. We ordered a new elliptical. We splurged a bit with our tax return, and we got an elliptical machine and a weight machine because my husband really wanted the weight machine and I wanted the elliptical because I've got to start being more active. My joints and muscles and everything just are doing nothing but getting weaker, and I need to come up with something that will help me build them back up to at least better levels without overdoing it and hurting myself like I did this weekend. Actually, I didn't overdo it. I just woke up one day and my knee was aching, and then next thing you know, my whole leg was aching all weekend. So anyway, so sorry, that's what all that was about. My husband's coordinating that. Because my leg's hurting, I can't help. And so either they're going to get it in the house between the two of them, or we're just going to bring it in pieces. So anyway, alright, so what I was saying is on the standard paper, it soaks up alcohol marker a lot. And so while this book is cheaper per se, at least in the US, I feel like the glossy paper does not soak up the marker the same way. So like you go through fewer markers. So just depending on how much you use markers, like it might be more cost effective to get the superior paper. But some people don't even like the shiny paper. So it's really just what your personal preference is. So color chart shows you what the animal is and then what colors you're using. Not super detailed. I would probably need a little light to see this, but the numbers are fairly big. I could see this very easily just sitting under this bright light. I don't have to like really, and even with my glasses on, and I can see them even better when I take my glasses off. So I need to take them off in order to see closer up. So since you can see what these look like, I'm going to go ahead and do a flip. I have a feeling this is going to be my go-to circulism book, because y'all know I love the kitties, big or small. Y'all, that box looked gigantic. The one the elliptical came in. I hope he doesn't hurt himself. I was going to pay to have them come bring it in the house. I was. Okay, Cornish Rex isn't a wild cat. It's a breed of cat, right? Oh well, that's fine. I don't care. They're cats. That's the most important thing to me. Sand cats. Sand cats are awesome. But I was gonna pay the extra to have them bring it in the house because we don't have a dolly or anything. But my husband, being frugal, was like, no, we will just open the box and bring the pieces in if we have to. And I was like, okay. I'm not gonna, you know, you learn to pick your battles, right? Okay. Next up, I saw this on Tammy Colors 2, and I don't believe I own any Alexandra Danneman books. I may own some PDFs, but I thought this one was really cute. This is Woodland Animals. It is actually a little smaller than your standard size coloring book, so you keep that in mind. This looks cute. Look at those. Aren't they just so sweet? So sweet. And I love the owls. Owls always make me think of my grandmother. I guess at one time she was a big fan of owls and she collected like all these different owl related things in her house. And she had these really awesome measuring cups. They were owl uh, shaped, sort of. And I was really drawn to those. When she passed, we all kind of decided stuff that we like, and stuff we couldn't part with, and I was just really drawn to those cups. I thought they were neat. I thought they were different. Never knew my grandmother was an owl fan. And so now I think subconsciously I'm drawn to all things owls. That's so cute. Napping party. I'm drawn to all things owls because, I guess subconsciously, because of her. Oh, I like that you can tell the mom bird because of her eyelashes. I'm assuming. I don't know. The dad bird could have, like, I mean, I guess it could be either way. The dad bird could have some pretty exquisite eyelashes. I just thought this book was so cool. I don't know why, but like duck and geese always have that very concerning, like, creepy Victorian child stare. Like they're just gonna murder you if you're not careful. And this one's cute. That one That one takes some work. Now these aren't super, this isn't super thick line art, but I don't think it's super thin either. This is kind of medium line art. Like, I feel like I could handle this. I just have to be a little careful with the markers. Oh, do we get a repeat? Oh, well, that's the title page without the title. Oh, we get them all in, oh, well, shoot. Oh, it isn't all of them. Darn. I was hoping all of them were in the black background versions. Rats. Well, I will probably be doing the night versions of all the ones that are in the night layout, and then doing the others. Because y'all know how much I love my black backgrounds. This is a really cute book. I feel so much better about these books than the ones I showed yesterday. Oh, that was a fun ride, wasn't it? Between that and talking about it on Friday, like, it's funny. Like, I had feelings about it, and then I looked at those books, and I mean, my feelings are still essentially the same, but they're also kind of like, wow, I really don't like as many of these books as I thought I would. So, still don't know what I'm going to do, by the way. Kind of torn. I'm lazy also. I don't know if I feel like sending anything back. So this is Luna coloring book by Deborah Muller. I believe this is her most recent, if not most recent, close to release. At least I thought it was. I might be confused, but I saw this pop up on Instagram or Facebook or somewhere. And again, I love like nighttime type books. If you will wait, buddy, I will let you go outside. At least the semi didn't deliver it. I thought it was going to end up being a semi delivering that. And like where we live, the roads are in such bad shape. They're not even full like 2-lane roads. They're like a lane and a half because they just don't have the funds to repave the roads in this city. This is pretty. I like the placements, the careful placement of the moon there. But I'm not usually big on writing in books, but I do like that quote. Feel it. I feel it, yo. She's doing yoga with the moon helping her out. Wow, that is... if I ever was contorted in that position, then you might as well put me in traction. I get why, but I do wish, I mean, probably just because she knows people, a lot of people prefer different types of backgrounds, but honestly, I wish more of these had the black background. I think that's a real pretty picture. That was one, again, the strategically placed earth. I hear thumping. Hopefully he didn't knock himself unconscious. That one's pretty cool. And there we go. List of where she's at on social media. There is Luna. Spring Mandalas from Alexandra Franzese. This is her newest release. I saw her color the bumblebee. I don't know if it was this one, but it was a bumblebee picture on Instagram, and it was super cute. Oh, so if you want to pause and read that. I think this will be a good book to utilize my color cube palettes. Like anytime I come across a spring palette, use it in here. Because there's a lot, I mean, there's like 500 palettes, and I have two specific, like, mandala type, like, I say mandala, like, not, I don't know how to explain it. I don't have a lot of mandala books, and so I'm going to have to find other books to diversify into or pick up more mandala books. But I think this one will be good as one of them. I like that one with the strawberries a lot. I wanted to get her Valentine's one too, but I'm like trying to find a limit. Like I'm trying to find a point somewhere where I just say I bought enough. Oh my gosh, like flying pigs. When pigs fly. I love it. This is super cute. I might pick up her. Maybe I wait and pick up her Valentine one like, next year or something. Plenty of Easter mandalas in here, which I dig. Boy, I am ready for spring. It has felt like weirdly warm here, like very unusual January and February here. Like we just normally those are our coldest months, and that's when we really get our cold snaps. And we haven't had one like the one we had, at Christmas at all. And it's just been weirdly warm. And just this week, it seems like we've cooled back down. We actually had a freeze warning last night. I'm like, do they issue freeze warnings like between the months? I think it was this one she did on Instagram. Do they do freeze warnings for us between the months of like November and March? But I guess it's just been so warm so much recently that they felt like they needed to. It's a shame too, because a lot of my like daylilies and monkey grass and stuff has already come up, and the daffodils had come up. Looked great the last few weeks, but a lot of stuff was going ahead and coming out, and I'm afraid the freeze is going to kill it. Hopefully not. I've got to clear out my flower bed when it starts getting consistently warm. That's one thing I'm going to have to do. Why is this not centered? Jeez, Michelle. I apologize, y'all. Today is just a rough day. But no, it's cold, and of course Leroy wants to go outside. So he's only getting to go outside in little spurts, and I've got my little heater going. Here's a bonus page from the Valentine's Day Mandalas. And then more info on her. Next up, so I haven't seen this one flip through on anybody's channel. However, I was looking at their Instagram and noticed hang on just a second. Alright, so I saw this one. They were coloring a picture out of this on Instagram, and I liked it so much I just ended up buying it. It's called The Language of Flowers. Is your standard Coco YO type book in size, and basically it has like all the different types of flowers and their names. Not quite sure what the bottom part means. Maybe this will tell us. I have no idea what this part means under here. But this is the name of the flower. And then you get a nice framed version of the flower. Maybe this is what it's connected to. Like what it represents in certain cultures or something. Or maybe that's the official, like, translation of the scientific name or whatever. Could be a couple different things. I don't know. I just thought a book that just simply had the flowers, which I'm sure I already have somewhere. I just can't remember offhand, was kind of nice. I really like knowing the names of the flowers. Some of them, I mean, are obvious looking, but a lot of them I don't know their official names, and so it's hard to compare when you're looking for them online to try to match colors. Quite a few images in this book. Oh, my poor leg. I also have my Wicked Plants book. It's been... That was weird noise. Don't know what that was. Hopefully nothing bad. And there is that. And finally, we have one more Eclipse book that got a little banged up, but that's fine. Excuse me, that was a drink I had to take. This is Canada by, again, Eclipse, the Ajay Quinnell books. This is a color by number. I just thought this was really pretty. I did get the Superior Paper edition for this. Again, I just mostly wanted to try the standard paper for one, and I think I much prefer the glossy paper. Like I said, it got a little bent up down here, but I think this one's really pretty. Oh, I like that one. Oh, he looks so angry. Love it. Oh, he looks angry too. Man, they all look pissed off. I am so sorry. I just realized the shine from my light is really making it a little hard to see some of these pages. Is the one downside to the shininess of the paper is I'm getting a glare. Got some landscape ones. And there's that one. Alright, so that does it for today. Like I said, I have to say I am much more pleased with these books than I think I was with yesterday's non-digital books as a whole. So, yeah. Fingers crossed, I guess, for good news. Like I said, I'll probably send out an update tonight because I've talked about it in this video, and I know people will be wondering if I don't provide an update. So I just really hope she can come home and we can try something. I'm scared she's going to be in such bad shape. She's got to stay at the vet's office a few days, and just the idea of her having, if she doesn't bounce back, just I can't. I just feel like I cannot handle the idea of her spending her last few days at the vet's office, and that is just not what I want. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. But anyway, thanks guys, and I again am going to go ahead and pre-record tomorrow's video, so regardless of what happens, you will at least get a video tomorrow. So I'll keep y'all updated otherwise. Thanks for being supportive, and bye for now.